The Comedy Workshoppe podcast about comedians sitting around and working out material. Today we have Shadoe Barton. Shadoe is a single 27-year-old comedy newcomer and esthetician. When she's not scrubbing mugs or waxing rugs, she's writing jokes and making sweet, sweet love. Her hobbies also include writing bios of herself in the third person and make it sound like other people have written for her. My panelists today are going to help us work out some material are Bene Garcia and Tom Larson. Yeah.
Hello.
And before we start here, I do have a quick word from our sponsors. And our sponsor for today's podcast is Coke. Coke, a proud ingredient of Coca-Cola until 1894. So kids, go buy Coke. All right, so Shadoe, hello.
Hello.
Do you have some material in your notebook that you want us to sit around and work out?
I do. Yeah. It needs some work. That's why we're here.
Indeed.
Okay. Fact. When you wax your pubes, less hair grows back. Fact. Old fashions circle back around. Fact. You're gonna want that luscious, sweet, sweet bush. But you just look like a dog with mange. It's never gonna be the same. So we got a really exciting business opportunity for everybody here. Don't get your checkbooks out right now. Oh, that was supposed to be the beginning. We're working it out. So that's why I'm putting all of my assets into merkins. Some people don't know what that word means. It's a pubic toupee. And that's part of the problem. I gotta get the word out. I figure with some clever rebranding and a good tagline can really bring the merkin to the masses. So this is what I'm got here. Merkin, the original kitty carpet, a rug you can munch. And then we expand out, do a men's line. It's called the Jerkin Merkin. It's a hairpiece for your piece, and then a wig for your wing. Then once we've got all of that up and running, then branch out into novelty and special occasion. So I'm thinking we're gonna do the Proud to Be a Merkin Stars and Stripes edition.
Yeah.
It's very patriotic. It's red, white, and blue, and these colors don't run, except for maybe like once a month for like 3 to 5 days. But that's really small writing, and it's on the back of the package. And then of course, you have a merkin styled in our national bird. It's going to be a bald eagle for your bald eagle.
The red, white, and blue one. You only really need to actually dye it white and blue.
Yes.
Just wait.
Yes.
Yeah, that's funny. I like that. There's I don't think there's enough material on merkins. That's good.
No.
I don't know. You could probably do like there's jokes and stereotypes about people who have toupees. Like they get all tangled and twisted around. You can maybe do that with like merkins or something.
It blows off when you ride in a convertible.
Yeah, stuff like that.
You're not gonna continue to need that comb over.
I think
you can lose the comb over and use a merkin.
Because you said like you get less pubic hair when you wax it, like you end up getting a comb over or something if you keep get like a comb over after your junk. That's kind of funny.
Yes.
Man. I also think merkin, because you do merkin for men, merkin for women, like
the baby merkin.
Merkin for kids.
Merkin for kids.
Baby's first merkin.
Yeah. Merkin juniors.
Yeah, I mean, kids are already growing up so fast these days. We might as well.
Well, like when you're,
reach out
hey
to
kids,
Bagosh for merkin sales.
Well, like, hey kids, you want to be cool? Because like, and like, I got my pubes, and like, I got my merkin.
Yes. I'm writing all of this down.
I don't think this is necessarily funny, but every time I hear this joke, I think of it. Do you know of Merkin Vineyards?
No.
It's a winery. It's a wine vineyard in Arizona, owned by Maynard James Keenan of Tool and Pucifer fame.
Oh, good.
Really?
So he knew what he was doing.
Of course he did.
Okay.
Yes.
It wasn't some guy like Billy Merkin who just
Billy Merkin the Third. I'd like to think about that there's somebody out there named Jim Merkin Jr.
Yeah, also, because, like, anytime you open, because you say wigs, right? It's like a wig thing, like, different terms for wigs you don't incorporate. Like, I know that...
Well, like the rug.
Yeah, rug. Piece.
Piece, yeah.
Fur hat. I just made that one up. You know, dome, turf.
when you get to the one for men, I just have this image in my head of in Lion King, when Rafiki realizes that Simba's alive and just paints the thing around Simba's face. It's like, it's kind of like that. Just
yeah, just like a hair donut.
Yeah, a hair donut.
You don't want sprinkles on that donut.
No.
Yeah.
Itchy motherfuckers. Alright, hair donuts for you.
I was thinking about trying to expand on that joke and maybe do like celebrity Merkins.
Celebrity themed Merkins.
Yeah. So you could like have the Bride of Frankenstein. Just a little bit of that white on each side.
That's good.
The distinguished lady.
Like a Conan O'Brien Merkin.
Your basic every workaday Merkin you could brand as the Neil Gaiman.
Who's that?
Who's that author?
He's an author with hair that looks like a pussy wig. Here, I'm gonna get on my phone. This will not help anyone listening to the podcast, but I will show you a picture of Neil Gaiman and you will laugh. Shadow.
Oh, I forgot we were doing a podcast.
Yeah, we are. All this. See, what's really been funny about this is all the visual shit that's going on in the background. There he is.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're watching the podcast and you don't know who Neil Gaiman is, go look him up, because he has pussy head. And a brilliant literary output,
Yeah,
but
read
mostly
Sandman.
pussy head.
Maybe the Andy Warhol.
Andy Warhol would be good.
It's just platinum, but it's straight.
The Joe Dirt.
No,
Get a
that's
mullet.
the curveball. It's a Campbell soup can. That's the big,
Slurp it up.
Yeah. The Mr.
Good.
Yeah, the Mr. T. Also, curveball there. It's just a bunch of gold chains.
That was good. That's funny.
oh,
I pity the fur.
the fur.
Let's see.
This is a shallow ploy to keep estheticians in business. Because once you've designed this line of Merkins, even once it comes back into style, you're still going to need to wax so that you can apply this, so it doesn't mix. You know?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is you're a selfish cunt.
Yeah.
You could brand it. The company would be American Eagles. Is that too far of a stretch? Or American Eagle? Is that too far of a stretch? That kind of works.
That's pretty, yeah. Yeah, so, but I guess the, also, because you want to establish, right, that it's not going to grow back, right? Like, because you saw it was like, fact.
Yeah. It stops growing after a while.
It stops growing. So it makes sure that is instilled in the audience's mind, that they know that the fur is gone.
Merkin's your only option.
And Merkin is your only option, so like stress that.
Yeah.
You know.
Just
with
underline
like
that.
yeah, with just like donkey punch it in their stupid fat brain.
It's got to be something you want.
How do you wash a Merkin? Is that just a normal cycle, or is that is it dry clean?
I think
dry clean only Merkin.
Hand wash, mild detergent, line dry.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Someone's out there just
like,
clothespinning up their Merkins.
No, it's like a car battery. You take your old Merkin to be recycled, and you have to buy a new one.
Like, nope, it's no good anymore. It's foul.
This is fouled.
This is drained, man.
This thing.
They got special centers where you take these. It's like having to dispose of like
it's like a Sharps container.
No, like the grease dumpsters behind restaurants. It's just this dark bin labeled Merkin, and like white like spray paint, and then like a stencil of Shadoe's face, like
Hey!
holding big wads of cash. Yeah. So I'm not supposed to shave my pubes, or not supposed to wax.
Just leave them, man.
Just leave it.
Just leave it.
like a trim.
Who cares?
I'm just because this is what you do.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, just leave it.
Okay. Like, what's the longest stuff you've ever had to deal with down there?
The longest pubes?
Yeah, like someone like what's the most cumbersome situation I guess that you've encountered down south?
Like 3 inches, 3-inch long pubes
On a lady?
everywhere. Yeah.
Whoa! What was her? Did she want it like parted, or she wanted like barren?
Yeah,
Or
she just wanted
braided?
it all off. So what I do in that situation?
Like a Dutch crown braid?
I just grab tufts of hair, twist them up, and then like, trim them off.
Oh, good, because I thought you were gonna say I just grabbed tufts of hair,
Rip them out.
and then like Super Mario World 2 style, digging up a turnip, just ripping it out,
Hold it over
and
my
holding
head.
it over, my head.
And then kill a Goomba with it.
And then throwing it at a dinosaur that shoots out eggs.
That's pretty fun. I don't think I've heard you say anything about the longest pubes you've ever worked with before.
So you should.
That'd be funny material. The longest pubes you've ever had to wax or cut or rip out.
Turns out it was a Merkin. Oh, well, that was easy.
Like
Just,
Scooby Doo, like old man Merkin.
I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for that
Wouldn't have
damn
gotten away
esthetician.
For that damn Shadoe Barton.
I feel weird about doing too much stuff about my work in Lawrence. Because I still want to have
You're
a
afraid,
job.
yeah, you don't want to run into that person at a show.
I think you'll be fine. But I mean,
Well, and people always ask. They're like, "Tell me a story. I bet you have like gross stuff happen to you all the time." And I just have to be like, "Yeah, well, it's natural."
Yeah.
All right. Well, did you have any other jokes that you wanted to go over, or just the Merkin situation, Shadoe?
Merkin was my biggest one, I think.
All right. Well, then I think that'll wrap us up for today. So thank you for coming and sharing your joke with us.
Well, thank you.
Thanks to Benny and Tom for being here as well.
yeah.
Yep.
And to the internet, I'm Jack Merrywell. This has been the Comedy Workshop. Thank you very much.